Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. Think New Syllabus Mathematics, chapter number 12, Area and Perimeter of Plane Figures. Today we are going to do question number 6 of exercise 12C, in which we are going to solve a figure where we have some of the parts as shaded, some are unshaded, and we have to find out the area of the shaded region. In these type of figures, what we have to do, we just have to figure out that what are the small parts, what are some of the shaded and unshaded regions in the given figure. So if we look at it carefully, we'll find out that it's basically a whole, square, or a rectangle. If all four sides would have been equal, then it would have been a rectangle, a square, and if the opposite sides are only equal to each other, then it would be a square. Sorry, rectangle. So now, if we will find out the area of this whole shape, and then we can see that there is an unshaded parallelogram. Let us mark it with 1. Then an unshaded triangle, number 2, and an unshaded circle. These 3 unshaded parts. So if we find out the area of whole shape, and then subtract the area of parallelogram, the area of triangle, and the area of circle, will come up with the area of the shaded region. What are we left with? We'll be left with the area of the shaded region. That's it. So what are we going to do? We'll start with the area of the whole shape. This is what we have to do. And this is the area of shaded region. If we will subtract the areas of all the unshaded regions from this figure, we will be left with the area of the shaded region. Okay, students. So for that, what are we going to do? First, we will find out the area of the whole shape. Why am I saying a whole shape, not square and rectangle? Because we don't know, is it a square or is it a rectangle? So if we look at its length, we'll find out that the length of this shape, this quadrilateral, is 12 plus 14, which is equals to 26 centimeters. This is the length. And if we talk about its breadth, it's split it into 10 and 15, which is equals to 25. It means it's not a square, but a rectangle. Now we can write it as area of the rectangle. Why? Because the length and breadth are not equal to each other. So first we are going to find out the area of the rectangle, which would be length multiplied by breadth. The length is 26 centimeters and the breadth is 25 centimeters, right? So what we are going to do, we will multiply 25 with 26. The answer is 650. It means the area of this whole rectangle is 650 centimeter square. Okay, this we are going to keep aside. This is the area of the whole shape. Now let us find out the areas of the parallelogram, then triangle, and then the circle. How do we find the area of the parallelogram? So let us first write its formula. The formula of finding the area of a parallelogram is to find out its length. So for that, we will look at this part, right? And if we look at the either sides, we will find that this is 2 centimeters and this is 5 centimeters. And we already know that the total length of this rectangle is 26 centimeters. So what we are going to do, we will simply subtract 5 and 2 from it. 26 minus 5 is 21. 21 minus 2 is equals to 19. It means the length of this parallelogram is 19 centimeters. Since both the opposite sides are equal to each other, it means the length would be 19 centimeters. What we did, we took the total length of the rectangle, which was 26 centimeters. We took it from the opposite side. It means both the sides would be equal. So this side would also be 26 centimeters, the top part, right? And from that top part, what we did, we just subtracted the sides, the either sides, that is 5 centimeters and 2 centimeters from this parallelogram to find out the actual length of this parallelogram. So the length of this parallelogram would be 19 and the height would be, so for that, what are we going to do? We will take the height from the outside. Since it's given, you see that this height equals to 10 centimeters. So we will multiply 19 by 10 and we will get the answer as 190 centimeters square. So this is the first area that we have to subtract from the total area of rectangle, that is 650. Now let's talk about area of triangle. So if we talk about the area of the triangle, unshaded triangle, what is the formula for this? The formula would be half into base into height, right? So and since it's a right angle triangle and we have already discussed in detail, in a right angle triangle, the two adjacent sides are base and height respectively. So if we'll take this as the base, which is 12, height would be 15. Both are clearly mentioned, so we don't need to panic. The area of the rectangle triangle would be 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, and 6 multiplied by 15. So the final area would be 6 multiplied by 15 is equals to 90. This is the second area that we have to subtract from the area of the rectangle. Then we will talk about the area of circle. So basically, we are dealing with all types of circles, triangles, and parallelogram, quadrilateral, triangle, circle, all are included in this particular question. So how do we find the area of a circle? We know that the area of a circle has the formula as pi r square. The value of pi is constant, that is 22 upon 7. So we'll keep it as 22 upon 7. R is given as the radius. Radius is 4 centimeters. It's already given as you see. So in a circle, from the center, the length of any side from the center is called its radius and it's given as 4 centimeters. So what are we going to do? We'll find out its square. For that, what we will do, first we will find its area by finding its square, that is 4 fours are 16. Then we will multiply it by 22. So 22 multiplied by 16 is equals to 352. And later on, we are going to divide it by 7. So if we divide 352 by 7, 7 fives are 35. When we will subtract it, we have nothing to left. So we'll put down this 2. But since 2 doesn't come in the table of 7, so we'll have to put a 0 over here. And then we will put a decimal. Why I'm putting a 0 over here? Because whenever we'll take two numbers at a time, that is together, we have to put a 0. Then comes a decimal point. So it would be 7 twos are 14. And later on, it will go on. So we'll not go further. And it would be 50.2 centimeter square. That is around 50 centimeters square. So this would be the area of the circle. Now, since we have found the areas of the parallelogram, the triangle, and the circle, all we need to do is we just have to add them up, the areas of these three unshaded regions, right? And then we will completely subtract it from the whole rectangle. So the area of shaded region would be the area of the whole, that was 650. First, we are going to subtract 190, the area of the parallelogram, from 650. Then we will further subtract 90, that was the area of the triangle. And then finally, we are going to subtract 50.2 as well. So we'll get the final answer, right? 650 minus 190 is equals to 460. 460 minus 90 is equals to 370. 370 minus 50.2 equals to 319.8, which is 320 when rounded up. So the final area of this whole shaded region would be 319.8 centimeter square. Or my dear students, you can write it down as 320 centimeters square, because after rounding it up, the area would be in a whole number, that is 320 centimeters square. But this is how you have to find out the area of the shaded region if there are unshaded regions in a given figure. Just like that, we have to do question number 7. Inshallah, we are going to do question number 7 in some other video. Until then, do subscribe to my channel if you are new to the channel, and hit the like button if you haven't liked it. And if you liked it, please hit the like button and do share it with your friends. Do not forget that. And if you want to ask me any questions, if you take the if you want to take the online tuitions from me, you can contact me on my WhatsApp. Take care. Allah Hafiz.